So, last night I finished reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Here it is. And I finished The Magician's Nephew earlier. And I've never read The Chronicles of Narnia before. Not even... I attempted, to read The Magician's Nephew in, high school. But that's about it. And now that I've finished the first two books, what can I say? It's bad. So, I can kind of understand why people like it from a nostalgia point of view, but these two books, so far, just suck. There was nothing fun when I read it. And, okay, the heavily religious overtones, that doesn't bug me at all, but it's nothing really happens, in the Chronicles of Narnia. Spoilers. It's ridiculous, how far until they actually are all in Narnia? Fucking... So, 55 pages in a book that's only 180. That sucks. And the final battle part is fucking 3 paragraphs or some shit like that. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Magician's Nephew wasn't as bad as this one. This one was still pretty bad. Yeah, and they're short, and I get it. Different era, all that. I can ignore it, the sexism part of it. Even though... It's still hard to... Okay, it's hard to ignore the sexism in here when you're still letting children fight in a war. Okay, let the, 13, 14-year-old kid fight the witch? That makes sense. It's ridiculous. They're ridiculous. They're just ridiculous. This is gonna be short, because, the only reason it seems like people would like these, at least these two so far, is the nostalgia factor. You like them as a kid, so you like them as you're older. And as a kid, I can get liking them. But it took me a week to finish this one. And that's because I just got bored reading it. And it's not a long read, total hours spent reading it. 2, maybe 3 of actually reading words and not just staring at the page. This one I think I read in 2.5 hours. It wasn't... They're not long, but they're just boring. That was mostly it. Boring. Boring. There's no... There's, not... It's like reading an outline for something. There's a little bit of dialogue, but there's no... I don't know how anyone could feel any connection to the characters, because they're not really there in the story. Aslan has the most dialogue, and he's barely in the story. It's like a fairy tale, I guess, and just a little bit longer. So maybe that's it. I have no connection to, I've read the Grimm's fairy tales and stuff. I just don't have any, I couldn't say I liked any of them, because they were just things I read. They were oh, that was neat, but not special. I don't care. Is that, I think that's the right word? I just don't feel anything. It's nothing super impactful. And that's how I feel about these. It was just a thing I read. Do I regret reading them? No. Do I wish for those few hours back? No, but I might read it to my nephew. But overall, it's just kind of whatever. And I think it might be the religious aspect that makes it a little more boring, because it's so heavy-handed. But, that doesn't bother me. I've read The Wizard and Rhyme, which is pretty religious. And it doesn't, I don't feel like it's being preachy. I really didn't feel like these books were being preachy. But it just, you can tell it was we're going to try to make this religious. And it just kind of, whatever. So that's it. That's my review of these two books. They're just a whatever out of 10. They're, if you have a few hours to kill, and you got nothing better to read, read them, I guess. And if you disagree, please tell me why, because my opinions are not strong on these books. So if there is, like, I'm still planning to finish the series, because I want to know what happens. Like, I want to share in this experience lots of people have had, but I don't care so far, and if there is a reason for me to care, please let me know. Besides that, peace. I'll see you later.